Jai Jinendra. This is Dipikkagala, and before I proceed, let me chant Namaskar mantra. Namo Aryantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayaryanam, Namo Uvachayanam, Namo Loe Sabva Sahanam, Iso Panchanamukkaro, Sabva Pavapanasanam, Manglanancha Sabbesim, Padamam Havai Mangalam. Continuing on chapter 1, Sutra 1.5. Nam Sthapana Dravya Bhava Tastra Nyasaha. Truth can be arrived at by examining the material in four forms of name, symbol, past or future state, and the present reality. Whatever is said needs to be comprehended in right perspective. There are different ways a thing can be presented. This sutra specifies four ways, which are known as nikshepas. They can be better explained with the illustration of an earthen pot. The first way relates to the name by which a thing is known. For instance, someone says a pot. By hearing it, we can make out what he means without actually looking at the pot. Thus, to comprehend something by its name is called nama nikshepa. The second way relates to the symbolic presentation. Suppose one presents a picture of a pot. We can make out what it is by looking at that picture. That is called sthapana nikshepa. The third way relates to an earlier or future state. Earlier, the pot was in the form of earth, and later on, it would be reduced to pieces. As such, to know the pot in the state of earth or in the state of pieces is called dravya nikshepa. The fourth way relates to the present state. Suppose one brings the pot as it is now. To know thus a thing in its present state is called bhava nikshepa. Praman naye radhikamaha. Truth can be ascertained by pramanas and nayas. Praman denotes a standard established for ascertaining the accuracy. There are mainly four types of praman, such as experience, inference, analogy, and authenticity. They take into consideration all the aspects of the subject under reference. Naya, on the other hand, denotes a particular point of view. In other words, it presents a facet of truth. Nirdesh Swamitva Sadhanadhikarana Sthiti Vidhanataha Sat samyakcharitra Sparshan Kalantara Bhavalpa Bahutvaisha. Truth can be judged by taking into consideration specification, ownership, means, instrumental factors, duration, types, existence, numbers, location, contact, time, distance, modes, and quantities. These sutras specify 14 factors which are helpful in making out various aspects of the subject under reference. They are like windows through which one can get a clear idea of the subject. Of these 14, the following factors are more significant. Specification. This relates to the nature of the object. For instance, if we are considering the case of an apple, it can be said that the apple is red, yellow, or green. It has a sweet taste. It is nourishing, etc. Ownership. For instance, the apple garden is owned by so-and-so. Duration. This relates to the period during which it is available. For instance, it can be said that apples are available all the year round. Type. For instance, it can be said that there are many kinds of apples. Location. For instance, apples are available in all temperate zones. Time. For instance, apples remain edible for a couple of weeks after ripening. Mati Shruta Vadhi Manaha Paryaya Kevalani Gnanam Tat Pramane Adye Paroksham Pratyaksham Manyanta. Intellectual knowledge, scriptural knowledge, clairvoyance, mind reading capability, and omniscience are 5 types of knowledge. They can be classified in two categories. The first two types are indirect, the remaining are direct. These sutras stipulate the types of knowledge: matignan or intellectual knowledge, shrutagnan or scriptural knowledge, avdignan or clairvoyance or extrasensory knowledge, manaparyaya gnan, mind reading capability, and keval gnan, omniscience, are the five types. Matignan and shrutagnan are gained by resorting to intelligence, rational, books, teaching, etc., which are external factors. They relate to sensory perception and are therefore termed as indirect. The remaining three arise by virtue of internal purity and are therefore termed as direct. We will stop here today. Thank you so much. Thanks to the Manu Doshi ji and the publisher who has not kept any right reserved, and this is available to everyone. Thanks to this commentary of Tattvārtha Sutra published by the Manu Doshi ji. And if by my words, my deeds, my actions, my thought processes, I may have hurt someone, I ask for forgiveness, Michami Duklam. If by pronunciations there can be some incorrect pronunciations or misinterpretation or mispronounced words, I ask for forgiveness, Michami Duklam.